Good evening, my name is Blue Mercury. This is the Concrete Jungle, December 24th. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. It is Gervonta Davis versus Yuriorkis Gamboa fight week. It's a pretty solid card that will take place from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, which will be streamed on Showtime. People destroy Steven Espinoza on Twitter all day, all night. The guy takes it like a champ, and finally gets a good card at the end of the year. At least in my opinion, I know I'm going to enjoy it. That takes place Saturday, December 28th. But first, let's talk about some other notable bouts that happened this week in the boxing and mixed martial arts world. First, Saturday, December 28th, a super flyweight bout between 28-year-old Shio Ishida, who is the number 22 ranked bantamweight in the world, versus Los Cabos San Lucas, Israel Higa Gonzalez, who's ranked the number 26 super flyweight in the world, and they both need a victory to get back into title contention in 2020 or even 2021. Another solid boxing bout that takes place on Saturday, December 28th, from France, the champion from Armenia, 32-year-old Arsene Ferros Gularmirian, who trains in Big Bear, California, will take on 35-year-old from Moldova, Southpaw Constantin Bejenaru. This bout will be televised on France Canal Plus. Next, before we get into our main card, a lot of fight fans maybe not know about, and that is between 43-year-old MMA legend Russia's Fedor Emelianenko, the last emperor, versus 41-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee, Quinton Rampage Jackson. Both these guys, mixed martial arts royalty. Fedor has been fighting since May 21st of the year 2000. Rampage Jackson has been fighting since November 13th, 1999. 20 years in the game, baby. This will be on the Bellator 237 card from the Saitama Arena in Saitama, Japan. Will be streamed live on the Zone starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And finally, the big event, the fight card of the weekend. On Showtime, Davis versus Gamboa for the vacant WBA World Super Lightweight title. 25-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis out of Baltimore, Maryland, the Southpaw, who's 22-0 with 21 knockouts, is moving up in weight. Right now, I don't know if his plans are to stay in the division if he's successful on Saturday night, or to move back down and say, hey, I won a title in multiple divisions already, and I'm only 25 years of age. The man who he will be facing, 38-year-old Yuriorkis Gamboa, has a record of 30 wins, 2 losses, and 0 draws. He once held the WBA World Featherweight title, as well as the IBF World Featherweight title at the same time. He was an interim WBA World Super Featherweight champ and an interim WBA World Lightweight champ. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if something big happens in this fight, because this year has been the year of upsets. Remember, Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua 1 did happen this year. Pablo Cesar Cano KOing Jorge Linares also happened in 2019. Andrew Cancio KOing Alberto Machado and taking his title was also 2019. So I'm not saying something will happen in this fight, but it can very well happen. And on the undercard, you will have Badou Jack versus Jean Pascal. Pascal is having a career resurgence. He beat Mr. Marcus Brown in his last bout to capture the WBC Silver Light Heavyweight title and the interim WBA World Light Heavyweight title. This bout versus Badou Jack will be for the full WBA World Light Heavyweight title. And if Jean Pascal looked as good as he did against Marcus Brown in this bout versus Badou Jack, it's going to be an exciting one. And we all know how tough Badou Jack is. This is his first fight back since suffering that horrendous cut on his... It looked like he was in an automobile accident. One of the nastiest cuts I've ever seen in my life. The guy finished the fight and is coming back the same year to fight again for a world title. This should be a very exciting one. Some other fights on the card: former world champion Jose Uzcategui versus Lionel Thompson, and Angelo Leo versus Cesar Juarez for the vacant WBO Latino Super Bantamweight strap. So digest this video, digest the fights that are going to happen as you digest your big meal you're having tonight. My name is Blue Mercury. This is the Concrete Jungle.